This is a message to the Coalition, the developers of Gears of War, one of my favorite franchises of all time. One of the big three, in my opinion, that being StarCraft, Call of Duty, and Gears of War. I want to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for continuing the Gears of War legacy, from resurrecting this franchise from the grave, essentially. Thanks for bringing it back. And, I'm really excited about what the future has to offer with Gears of War, whether we're talking about Gears 5 presently or the future. And I'm excited about that. I think that you guys have done an incredible job. I know there's been, things, shaky things. There's peaks and valleys, but I do really appreciate you guys bringing back one of my favorite franchises. And I know, I think I can speak for a lot of people in the community when I say this, that there may be a lot of criticisms and things of that nature that are coming at you guys over at the Coalition, revolving around just the meta or the store or whatever it might be revolving around the game. Let me tell you this, though, from the bottom of my heart, and I know I can speak for a lot of other creators, streamers, and just casual players that I've played with on this game, that this is a game, as in Gears 5, and I understand, it all kind of started with Ultimate Edition, moved into Gears 4, which was absolutely, I thought was the best multiplayer experience as of yet in the entirety of the Gears franchise. And then we got Gears 5, which I think has immense amounts of potential. Obviously, you have to put more and more time into it, but nonetheless, so much potential with Gears and the future of Gears of War. I'll tell you that I'm going to be doing my part to try to help continue the growth of the scene. I know there's a lot of other guys out there, a lot of other creators and streamers and such, and even pro players that are trying to help build the scene, and casual players as well. I think a big thing that we need to ask you all is, what do you need from us? As a community, what is it that you need from us? Because we consistently are criticizing or consistently, giving our 2 cents about what you're doing right, wrong, and what you can do better moving forward. But what is it that you need from us? I think that it's important that we have an open communication as to what is it that you need to see from creators and streamers and just casual players, other than just playing the game. Obviously, just then, buying things within the store or, trying to support the game. What is it that the Coalition needs from us? Because it's a lot of course, it's about us as a community, because we want to help build the scene. I think together is when we're going to be strongest. Because I'm sick and tired of hearing this narrative around a niche game, a niche franchise. I want to see this as a growing franchise, significantly growing, which I know the numbers of Gears 5 have come out as far as people on Xbox Game Pass and people buying the game. It's doing relatively well. But how can we sort of set the stage for the next number of years until we would get a Gears 6, a Gears 7? What all does the Coalition need from us? So first, a thank you. Next is, what all do you need from us? Just continue creating content, continue streaming, continue playing the game, continue supporting us. I think a line of communication is going to be the best way in order for us as a community and you as a developer to move forward, to move past the criticisms, to have that line of communication that I think that we're all going to want, because I think that we all know this as a common goal. The common goal is that we want to help make Gears one of the biggest franchises out there. And even if it's not one of the biggest franchises, really meet its full potential. Because I've said this for a number of years, that Gears of War has always felt one step away from greatness. And I think it's still an incredible franchise. It's one of the greatest franchises in my opinion. But I felt that there's always something holding it back, whether it's the community or just things that are wrong with the game. Whatever it might be, I think that there needs to be more of a union, more of a connection where there's that line of communication. And I find that that's really something that might be important or beneficial. But I might be right, and I'm sure if I'm wrong, a lot of you are going to tell me, whether you're from the coalition, whether you are just a community member, whether you are a casual player, a pro player, streamer, content creator. Let me know what you guys think. But once again, thank you, Coalition. Keep doing what you do. We're going to do our part in supporting you. Whether we show it or not, I think from this point onward, we need to be showing it, and at least having that line of communication is extremely important. But thank you guys for creating and bringing back one of my favorite franchises of all time. And let's grow this scene together. Let's continue to support each other, and let's grow it out.